everybody. I hope that you're having a good day. I just wanted to come on here really quick to let you know the update for today's sentencing hearing that we had. It's been a long day, and I'm sorry that I meant to post this right after we got out, but had to pick up the boy from school and just time has gone by. So just taking a couple of minutes to say that we have finally seen the light at the end of the tunnel. We are finally done with the criminal justice process and with the system and having court. So I think that I've been to court at least 30 times in almost 3 years, and I can thankfully and graciously say that I will never have to step another foot in those chambers or in that courtroom and see this person on purpose again. So today went well. Thank you everybody for your encouragement, for the love, support as always. Because you guys, I feel your love all the time and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who showed up today. Behind the 20 people, like I told the judge today, behind the 20 people was another 100 people who had a memory, who had a story to tell about Milton, who will continue a legacy, whether it be a joke or you know, some kind of a, you know, blast from the past situation memory that you had. He has so many friends. We've collected so many people throughout the years. I'm so blessed to have you all. So thank you again for your love and support. And I just want to also thank the state, our representatives, the assistant district attorneys, Carissa and Monica, for what they did and for all the love that they gave us and all the support and just adamantly being so involved. And Miss Anna Verley from Mothers Against Drunk Driving, our advocate, she was amazing. Pearl and Hector from the Criminal Victims Unit for the District Attorney's Office, thank you so much for the paperwork and the victim impact statements and the last minute processing. We appreciate you so much. And last but not least, of course, the judge. Today we were, you know, we heard the sentencing take place by Judge Mario Ramirez Jr. in the 332nd District Court here in Hidalgo County, Texas. And he gave her ultimately what she denied, the plea bargain. She had voted against taking the plea bargain, which is 10 years shock probation. I had mentioned that in my previous video, and she denied that on the table and also denied trial by jury. And so she asked for a plea of the court. A PSI, or a pre-sentencing investigation, was conducted. Measurements and indexes, basically what kind of person that she was, and the intoxication, and just, you know, who she was as an addict, basically. There's no other word to say it, but where she was and what level she was as an addict, and if she were to have qualified for certain measures or certain punishments. So our victim impact statements, which I'll make another video about that, my focus was to relay the message that I not just wanted rehabilitation of this person. Milton believed in second chances. He had been given second chances here and there with, you know, different hurdles that he handled in his life. So I know that he would have ultimately wanted second chance for this person. And as for me, as the wife, as the voice, I wanted this person, and I want this person still, to be able to rehabilitate her life, because she has a second chance at life. She has the opportunity to have a do-over. Milton does not have that privilege. So I stated to the judge that not only do I want and believe in rehabilitation, but in this case, because of her priors and because of the conduct of this person and the violations of her probation conditions, drinking again when, you know, she had the opportunity to act right, and also dragging this on. You know, we went to court and we've had at least, no joke, at least 20 resets where they were looking into something else, they were going to do this. Ultimately, we know the name of the game. The more resets, the more court fees and so on, and whatever the case may be, that's neither here or there. It's just the fact that we're finally here, and God has blessed me with the strength to carry through this and to ultimately be Milton's voice and to continue to be Milton's voice. But now it's not just in the four walls of the courtroom. It is not just in, you know, being a voice and seeking justice for him. Now I can move forward and I can go ahead and do something with my time and energy and bringing awareness to the community. So back to it. She was given 10 years TDC, Texas Department of Corrections, with the opportunity for shock probation, meaning they're going to take her to jail. She was denied the opportunity to have served her time here locally in Edinburgh, and instead she will be sent away from the region. So she'll be serving time in a penitentiary, in a correctional facility, and then at a given point of time, I believe it's from the 6 to 9 months, she will have the opportunity to appeal, or basically at that point, good behavior and her being in compliance with whatever rules and whatever is required of her in that time, she will be able to at that point take probation and serve at that point, I believe it's 120 days of the county jail that's required, and also 90 days is what the judge sentenced her for, a transitional period, which is kind of like a halfway house. And then at that point, consideration would be taken where she is going to have 10 years probation, assuming that, again, everything is in alliance and she's in compliance to what she's required to do and what courses or whatever it may be rehabilitation wise that she's required to complete. And at that point she would be, meet up with the judge again, and at that point be given the opportunity to do 10 years of probation with an ankle monitor, not just the interlock device, but maybe going for a scram device, which is like an ankle monitor that measures her in real time, like a GPS. So in the defense, they did ask that only one monitor was given, whether it be, an interlock device or an ankle monitor, because economically it does cost to have this device. But then again, like I said, at what cost, right? I mean, she has the opportunity to raise her children. She has the opportunity to have a do-over. She has the opportunity to ultimately rehabilitate her life, to fill those voids that is causing her to be an alcoholic and to be drinking habitually, and to be able to rehabilitate herself and restore herself and raise her children correctly. And Milton doesn't have that opportunity. So I think that in this case, it was a fair sentence. At the end of the day, we're the ones with the life sentence, right? We're the ones that have to navigate through this world, through this life without Milton, without that energy, without that massage therapy, without those jokes and that contagious laugh. And that in itself, that's a life sentence. But it's my job as his voice to continue to seek awareness and justice for other cases and other people. It's a horrible fraternity to belong to, but that sense of community is what I hope to achieve, to give somebody that sense of community where they can navigate through this judicial system and to the criminal case process a little bit easier because of what I've had to go through in the last 32.5 months. So that was a sentence, 10 years with the shock probation. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a message or a comment below. But again, I really appreciate your support, y'all. I know not many people could be here. I understand completely. Your prayers and you thinking about us and you uplifting me, that beyond words is more than I feel that I deserve. But it would make Milton happy, and I appreciate all so much. So from my children, from my family, from Milton's family, thank you all so much. Please share this. There will be an interview on Channel 4 that will be going on this evening at 10 p.m. And it was just a couple of questions that they asked me, and it was taken at the scene of the crime, the scene of the tragedy. So it's really hard to go back there and to just kind of relive. Like, I feel like he passed away again today. I feel like today was kind of like that day when I was at the emergency room, and I don't know what I said to the judge today. I just prayed all morning that it was God and that I was led by the Holy Spirit to speak and to hopefully portray a little bit of who Milton was to not just me, but to everyone that loved him. And it was kind of like being in that emergency room again. And just seeing faces, familiar faces, and feeling the love and the good energy and the support, but not really knowing what was really, not like trying to grasp onto what was really going on. So thank you everybody who showed up today. We can move forward now. We can close these doors and take the energy and the opportunities to move forward and to move in a positive direction, and ultimately to bury his ashes, which is the wishes, not only his wishes, but his family's, and to move forward with that chapter. So today was like reliving the nightmare and being back at the scene. I didn't even do that on that day. It took me about a year to get back to that site. So bittersweet. Closure, definitely. Justice, some may say yes, some may disagree, no. I'm kind of impartial to it, of course. There is no justice for what has been taken from me. There is no justice from having all of the goals and all of the dreams and all of the vacations and the destinations that I was supposed to do hand in hand with Milton, having that ripped from my life. There is no justification for that having been ripped away from me. Now I'm having to navigate this life as Mary and not Mary and Milton. And I just pray and I ask that you continue to lift me up in prayer as I just continue to navigate this world without my love, and to hopefully just honor him as the best as I can. So thank you again so much. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.